Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn them notifications on. Just here doing the morning milking at the moment. It is now Friday on days of the week this week. So we've had a couple of videos already this week, doing some yard work and stuff. Bit of a catch up, I didn't film anything yesterday. There was no reason really. All we were doing yesterday is setting the pans up for the concrete gully that we're going to be doing. So we got the concrete coming for that this morning between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. So I'm in a little bit of a rush to get all my cows sorted and everything over here, but with it being only a 1 metre pour, width wise it's not too much to manage. So if push comes to shove, Dad and Mark can cope with that, and then I can carry on around here. Also yesterday I had 3 cows being re-read for TB, so we had 3 inconclusive cows in our annual TB test last time around, and we had 3 of them were inconclusive. So we were retesting them yesterday, and unfortunately one of them was inconclusive again. So that now means we're shut down with TB, I think, and that cow's got to go. So that was kind of a little bit of a low blow yesterday. I was really hoping that was going to go better because I wanted to buy some cows and sort a few things out here, but obviously now that that's happened I can't do that. But there you go, what can you do about that? TB's here to stay, and we've just got to learn to manage with it. Come on, girlies. So I am gonna fire on with this milking now, because it takes a while to milk and film. Come on, girls! Oh, I don't want you. I don't want this cow to dry. It's on you. There's a cow I bought a few weeks back. So we have been down with TB, but we were issued a license to buy stock, which isn't too bad. And that's one of the cows on board the license. She's a nice girl. You coming in? Come on then. Get round here. Come on then. She's giving about 30 litres a day, this one, which is a nice volume. And she was cheap on the day as well. A unit here that's playing up. Right, I'm going to get these cows here milked, and yeah, we'll catch up a little bit later. Come on then, girls. Never beer, I think there's a few dry cows on the yard to take. Oh. Well, it looks to me that the old chap's just been here to lose some dry cows out for me. I do love some well-trained dry cows. When you've been loosing them out for a while and they're not coming through the parlour, they just wait at the gate until they're ready. Well, they'll just wait at the gate all milking, and then you just nip out, open the gate, and loose them out. Come on, girls! Here's the sand beds. You'll see these are quite low now. We're getting to this sort of stage where we need to start topping these up again. But the problem we've got at the moment is we've been so busy with the yard and everything around there, and we've got digger on hire, roller on hire. We focus there. I know this had to go on the back burner, but to be fair, it's only the last couple of days these are looking a little bit low. So I think they'll be all right. Well, they'll be all right till next week now. I don't think I'm going to have time to go fetch sand today. And it's Friday. This is our biggest cow, 525 here. She's a fair size, one that Dad purchased from the market. And sometimes the problem with buying cows in markets, you look at them and you think, oh, a lovely cow they are, you know, they'd be ideal for us. And then you bring them home, you put them in the milking parlour, and you think, shit, they're a bit too big for us. And that has happened a couple of times. Right, let's get these last few cows milked and then get done. Milking done. I just thought I'd show the pans set up here. So we're still just waiting for the lorry to come. So this is it's literally just this pour here we're doing today. And then obviously that's setting up for our drain at the end here. This drain's slightly lower than what the concrete will be around it, so we can just put a nice little chamfer into there so all the water runs into that. And that's set up. You'll see just here there's a couple of pins that are stuck a little bit higher than the pans, this one especially. That's because this here is where the old lane was, and it's been here for a very, very long time, and there is some seriously hard rock underneath there, so we're just gonna have to screed around that. But with it only being a metre wide, it's easy to do. If this was a wider pour of 4 meters or something like that, we'd need to make sure them pins were right in for the screeder, but this should be a pretty quick and easy job to do this morning. There we go. There is the first pour of concreting done. Dad's just troweled up and sorted out around the drain, and it's worked perfectly. So we've got a nice little slope of the concrete from all 4 sides going into there, and then there's the finished result. He's just got to let this go off a little bit and then give it that smooth finish on top. But that was a nice easy job for this morning, didn't take too long. 2.5 cube of concrete went into there, and then we made it up to 3 cube because we concreted in this bit of a drainage pipe that's going across here. We just concreted this in here because it's a place where we come through with tractors and things. So the last thing we want is that ground sinking underneath there and then that pipe collapsing. By putting the concrete around, it'll set and then create a hard surface around the pipe to stop anything like that happening. There's Digby filling up this trench now down here. Along with the bad, unfortunate TB test yesterday for us, what also happened is at the bottom of our drive down there, there's a BT internet and phone cable that runs across. Now it runs underground and it runs to a pole at the bottom of our drive. We ended up digging through it yesterday, but the real issue is the fact that the cable, which is on agricultural ground, is well, it is still that deep, but yeah, 7 inches in the ground under the surface. So if we hadn't, it's a little bit of an area where we don't actually get to with the subsoiler. But if we'd have subsoiled there, we'd have pulled the cable up. So a bit of an issue on the people who fitted the cable years ago, but they're on about charging us for digging it through. But I don't think that one's gonna happen somehow, because, well, if the cable was put in properly to start with, it wouldn't have happened, because we're not actually digging that deep. So there we go. Load of dairy cake just come as well this morning. So I'm gonna head round, feed the cows, scrape up, same jobs as usual. And then you'll hear my cattle here just making a little bit of noise. They need littering and a little bit of straw and haylage. So we'll get them all fed and sorted and then see what's happening. Just finished feeding and littering up the cattle. So got ourselves another haylage bale in here. This is some really nice haylage too. It smells nice. We had the perfect weather for making it in the summer, and the cattle are doing really well off that too. So we've obviously got the one there, another bale in the ring. You'll see we've littered the shed down. And then these over here, these are some smaller Herefords, and they've got a bale of straw here to munch on. And we've also littered them down. So they've got 3 bays of this shed at the moment. The other 2 have obviously, as you can see, got the combine and the tractor in. Cattle are looking very happy this afternoon. The concrete has had its first troweling, so Dad's run across that just to smooth the top. And you'll see there are some trowel marks, and you can also see that the air has started to come out of it. So he's got to go over this again now with the trowel to give it a nice smooth finish. Just got the trailer on the back, heading down to the bottom of the lane. So down here, where the pipe goes into the ditch, there's a lot of sediment right in the bottom of the ditch, which is exactly where we want to put the pipe. So we're just going to head down here with the trailer and the digger, obviously, just to dig a little bit out of there, dump it in the trailer, and then we'll put it on top of our muck heap. Just sort of gives the ditch a bit of a clean out, and well, when the water starts running it needs somewhere to go, so just get that dug out. Got a feeling the back of my tractor might get a little bit dirty doing this. Straight back in. Yeah, you can just see the build up of silt here, and then you follow the ditch down, and it's actually quite a bit lower just here. Interesting fact, the council come round just before Christmas and we're supposed to dig these ditches out, and as you can see they've done a marvellous job of it. Ditch dug out now, no more pool of water, and a nice even flow. Get this trailer tipped off and the tractor back in the shed. It was nice to use it for all of 2 minutes. Just quickly come onto this yard, wash that bit of mud off the tractor. Much easier to do it now when it's wet than when it's dried onto the windows and the paintwork. So there we go. Get this parked up in the shed. We'll pretty much be done for the day other than the milking. Dad now just doing the second troweling on this concrete just to get that smooth finish compared to this one with all the trowel marks in it. You'll see that when the fats have rose up in the concrete here, it's almost like a bit of an oily colour. When you spill a bit of oil on some water, it's kind of like that. In other news, just before we go, just had a phone call regarding the TB inconclusive we had yesterday. So we were under the impression we had 3 cows tested, 2 of them were fine, 1 of them was inconclusive, that only 1 of them was going to have to go. But we've just had a phone call to nicely let us know that all 3 now have got to go because 1 has been inconclusive twice. I mean, it's a load of bollocks if you ask me, really. I don't understand this TB lot. I really do think there needs to be something done here in this country regarding TB. I don't believe that culling is the answer. I mean, everyone bangs on that, you know, get rid of the badgers. Well, deer can carry TB, and we've got loads of deer around here, so why are we only focusing on one species when there are other species out there that can carry it? And I still don't believe that culling is the sole answer to the problem, but there you go, that's my personal opinion. Some of you watching may disagree with me there. That does bring us to the end of today's video. I'm going to go and milk the cows in a minute, but we've already seen some of that today, so we'll call it a day there. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let's have a bit of a discussion on TB down there, shall we? See what other people's opinions are. You might disagree with me, that's totally fine. I'm all for debating things. Head over to my Instagram, check that out, and yeah, we'll see you all in the next one.